From the moment Justin Dean first stepped onto a baseball field as a young boy in Georgia, there was an unmistakable electricity about him. Something in the way he moved, the way he competed, the way he carried himself with an energy that felt both joyful and intentional. He was the kind of kid who didn't just play the game. He absorbed it, studied it, lived inside it. Baseball wasn't simply entertainment for Justin. It was direction, purpose, and comfort. Growing up in a supportive family, surrounded by people who believed in him long before scouts or coaches ever took notice, he learned early what it meant to work for something you love. His parents played a tremendous role in shaping who he would become, offering guidance and reminding him that talent only matters when it is matched with gratitude and relentless effort. Justin held on to those principles tightly, and they became the compass that guided him through every level of his journey. As a child, Justin was smaller than many of his peers, but his speed made him unforgettable. He ran with the type of natural acceleration that seemed to erase distance in an instant. Coaches noticed it, opponents feared it, and even in those earliest years, Justin realized that this unique gift could carry him to places many only dreamed of reaching. Yet what made him special was not only his physical ability, but the maturity and curiosity he showed at a young age. He paid attention. He asked questions. He wanted to know not just how to run fast, but how to run smart. Not just how to catch a ball, but how to read a play before it developed. Those instincts, the ones built not through size but through study, became a defining part of his identity as he grew older. When Justin reached high school, his story began to take shape in ways that few small-town athletes ever experience. He became the spark of every lineup he touched, the player who brought excitement every time he stepped into the batter's box or took his position in the outfield. His natural athleticism blended seamlessly with a work ethic that exceeded expectations. He trained constantly, refining his swing, improving his reads, shaping himself into a well-rounded player who contributed in every facet of the game. Even as the spotlight grew brighter, Justin never adopted the ego that sometimes comes with success. His humility remained intact, his respect for his coaches and teammates remained unquestioned, and he continued to play like someone who understood that every opportunity is earned, not given. Despite his success, Justin didn't follow the traditional path of highly scouted high school phenoms who commit to powerhouse programs. Instead, he chose Lenoir University, a decision that many might have seen as unconventional, but one that fit perfectly with Justin's spirit. He wasn't interested in chasing prestige. He wanted to grow, contribute, and make a difference wherever he played. At Lenoir, he did exactly that. He became an offensive catalyst, a defensive anchor, and a player whose presence elevated his entire team. His speed was a constant weapon, turning singles into doubles and doubles into stolen bases. Opposing pitchers adjusted their focus the moment he reached base, knowing the threat he posed was impossible to ignore. Yet what truly separated Justin wasn't only the chaos he created on the bases, but the consistency he showed at the plate. He made contact, worked counts, executed situational hitting, and delivered in moments that demanded composure. As Justin grew, his confidence grew with him. By the time he entered his draft year, he had become one of the most dynamic Division II players in the country. Not many small school athletes make their way onto the radar of major league organizations, but Justin didn't need hype or headlines. His performance spoke for itself. Scouts respected his speed, admired his defensive instincts, and saw in him the potential to become something rare. A true game-changing outfielder who could impact every inch of the field. When the Atlanta Braves selected him in the 17th round of the 2018 MLB draft, it was a moment that validated years of sacrifice, not only from Justin, but from the family that had stood behind him every step of the way. Their pride was immeasurable, and Justin carried that love with him into professional baseball as both motivation and reminder of everything he represented. After signing with the Braves, Justin stepped into a world where every day was a test. Minor league baseball is a grind. The long bus rides, the late nights, the constant adjustments, the pressure to perform while chasing a dream that can be taken away in an instant. But Justin didn't merely survive in that environment. He thrived. In 2019, during his breakout season with the Rome Braves, he became one of the most electric players in the entire system. Hitting .284 with 47 stolen bases, He showcased the type of multifaceted game that separated him from the pack. Every night, fans arrived not just to watch a baseball game, but to watch him run, to watch him turn routine plays into highlights, to feel the disruption he created in every phase of the game. And yet, through all the success, Justin remained grounded. He never let attention distort his priorities. He understood that talent only matters when you keep earning your place. Justin's personality in the clubhouse made him a favorite among teammates and coaches. He carried himself with dignity and respect, never acting bigger than the moment or the people around him. He encouraged younger players, listened to coaches, and approached each day with a desire to contribute to the collective success of whatever team he was on. He wasn't the loudest voice, but he was the most consistent presence, the player who showed up ready, prepared, and focused. In a profession where egos can flare and pressure can fracture mental strength, Justin's calm, steady demeanor became one of his greatest assets. Through injuries, roster transitions, and the unpredictable nature of professional baseball, Justin's resilience became a hallmark of his career. He pushed through setbacks with the same energy he brought to the bases, fast, fearless, forward-moving. He adapted, evolved, and continued to sharpen the finer points of his game. By the time he joined organizations like Milwaukee and St. Louis, he had developed into a veteran presence despite still being young. His defensive reads improved, his swing became more refined, and his understanding of how to maximize his role grew deeper. Coaches trusted him, teammates respected him, and fans admired the way he played with heart and determination. But Justin's story is much bigger than numbers or stat sheets. It is a story of a young athlete shaped by family, grounded in humility, driven by purpose, and sustained by a belief in what he could become. His parents and siblings remained central to his identity, offering encouragement through every chapter, celebrating his triumphs, and supporting him through challenges that would discourage lesser competitors. Their impact can be seen in the way Justin interacts with fans, the way he speaks about his journey, and the gratitude he expresses for the opportunities the game has given him. He plays not only for himself, but for the people who sacrificed so he could chase a dream that once felt distant. Justin's journey is still unfolding, and that truth is part of what makes his story so compelling. He is a reminder of what can happen when talent meets discipline, when drive meets character, and when opportunity meets preparation. He represents the spirit of the modern ballplayer, explosive, intelligent, adaptable, and committed to constant improvement. Every time he steps onto the field, he brings the full weight of his upbringing, the lessons of his past, and the hope of what his future still holds. He inspires younger athletes who see themselves in him. Kids who may not come from the biggest schools or the biggest programs, but who carry just as much heart and determination. Justin shows them that the path to greatness isn't about where you start, but how fiercely you chase the next step. As we celebrate Justin Dean and the incredible path he continues to carve, we recognize that his story is far from complete. There are more bases to steal, more catches to make, more moments where his speed electrifies a stadium and reminds us that baseball, at its best, is a sport defined by small windows and big heartbeats. Justin brings that heartbeat to every team he joins, every game he plays, every community he becomes a part of. And for fans who follow him, those who appreciate the purity and passion of players like him, his journey is one worth watching closely. Thank you for spending time with this tribute to the incredible career, character, and continuing rise of Justin Dean. If you enjoyed this deep, reflective look into his story and want more long-form tributes that honor the athletes who redefine the game through spirit, effort, and heart, be sure to stay connected, share your support, and return for more stories. Your presence genuinely means the world.